Planks are fun. Let us learn how to not blow out our knees while doing them. To set up for a push-up style plank, start from hands and knees. The hands can be roughly shoulder width apart and underneath the shoulders, but playing with the distance and positioning of the hands is helpful if it doesn't feel comfortable. Brace your core, then extend one leg out straight behind. Put your weight on the ball of the foot with the toes flexed naturally and the ankle in line. The leg should be in the position you'd like it to be for the duration. The hands should force back into the feet, and the foot should be pressing into the hands. Keep the hips in a fixed position as you extend the second leg. The goal is to keep as in line and stable as possible. If you begin the position in a compromised position, readjust by going back down to one knee, then both knees, and restarting. In order to come out, come down on one knee, then the second knee. For bracing for forearm plank, it should be the same. The key difference is that the hips will need to lower into their final set as the leg extends. The plank brace is good as well. Simply tighten the core in the position you'd like it to be during your plank. Shoulders should be set naturally, not too high or not too low, but the abdominals should be nice and tight, just gently coming off of the knees, not much more than a centimeter, but bracing and holding and breathing. For the 4-count plank walk, simply come up off the knees, as in a bear brace, and walk the feet back as far or as little as you want. But keeping your core braced. Trunk and shoulders shouldn't be moving. They should be nice and stable. Next up is plank shoulder tap. Feet are shoulder width apart in your plank, and the goal is to minimize hip movement. Lifting the hand up, then reaching over is the goal, rather than simply twisting at the core. The plank side reach is similar to the plank shoulder tap in that you're lifting the hand, but then extending out. You can also do this as a row by bringing the elbow up, or you can try it as a fly, as bringing the arm straight out to the side. Keep the hips nice and stable and try to prevent them from angling to one side or the other. For plank leg raise, squeeze the glute and let the leg come up from the hips, rather than raising the hips or dipping the chest in order to let the leg come up. Keep the foot in a stable position as you want to come back down to a stable plank in between each repetition. Plank donkey kicks are executed by bending one knee and then kicking the heel up by squeezing the glute. I prefer keeping the heel and the foot facing up, but if it's more comfortable, you can point the toe up to the sky. Plank jacks are fun Just a slight bounce, just to get the feet up and out and up and out. Together, apart, together, apart. And you can make this movement as large or as small as you want. The key element between them is to have the core stationary. For forearm plank, the key is to keep the bracing the same, but as you extend that second leg out, make sure to lower the hips into the final position. Plank elbow knee is simply that, bringing the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. The goal is to not compensate by dipping the chest to one side. It's simply bringing the opposite knee to the opposite elbow. Keeping your good brace and trying not to have the hips too high or too low. Plank dog. Raise the opposite leg and opposite arm. Squeeze the glute and lift the arm. I like to think of this as extend rather than lift, as lifting the arm can cause some imbalance, especially if you over-enthusiastically lift the arm or the leg. The key to good plank reaches is to coming back down to a good solid plank in between repetitions. Lift and extend the arm as you do the repetitions.